Hi everyone. Welcome back. Yes, this is week 2 of the soundtrack project, and this week I am so excited to share the second track that I produced and wrote for this short film that is set in 1980s Tokyo. So there's a lot of anime video game references in this film. I am just glad that I have the equipment to kind of like make it happen. So for this track, it is a slower track, kind of like Japanese 80s soul R&B, because it fits the scene. So again, I'm using the Behringer UB-XA, the Roland TR-8S, and then the Roland JU-06A for everything. Because that's all I have really. So I hope that I can pull this off, especially for this track, because it's more, it requires more textures and piano sounds. So I was able to find presets and even dialed in some original sounds from my synths. Cool. But having said that, I recently got my tax refund, so I was actually thinking of purchasing another Behringer synth, but I was just surprised to find out how expensive they are now. I just got lucky with my UB-XA because I got it used from Reverb, and it was, I think, 679 or something like that. But now it's gone up. I think it's in like the 800 range, brand new, 899, I think. And the version with the keyboard has gone up 30% actually, from $999 to $1,299. So quite an increase there. I was thinking of getting either a Behringer Wave or a Behringer Pro 800 to get that, profit sounds, but they're kind of like way out of my budget now. So are Behringer synths no longer budget at this point? That's kind of disappointing. So if you know about any other synthesizer companies that have affordable or budget range synthesizers, please put them in the comments so I can have a look and see if I can afford them. So yes, pretty disappointing that Behringer is more expensive now and no longer budget friendly for the rest of us. But yeah, I think for now I'm good with my setup. So yes, in this video I'm going to show some of the patches that I used, and usually I play the chord progression that I composed, and then again, play it back to you guys at the end of the video for you to have a listen, and then or send me suggestions and comments about it. So thank you so much, and then see you next video. Yeah, so for the drum track for this track, I used the Roland TR-707 preset on my TR-8S drum machine. So the beat that I programmed is something like this. Yeah, so it really sounds cool. And for one of the synth tracks in this song, I made use of the Roland JU-XA patch 5.6 that is using the Juno 60 engine, and it sounds like this. Yep, works really well. And then for a solo part, I wanted to use like a flute sound from the Juno 60 as well. So I was able to use this patch, 7.2, and it sounds like this. Pretty cool. For the other synth sounds, I use the UB-XA mainly for bass. So there is a patch here that is called Wurlitzer D22, but it works well as a bass track like this. It's pretty cool. And then there is an arpeggiated part towards the middle and then the end, and that is patch C53. It's called Square Bass AC. I also use like a string track for this, and it's patch A3. It's called Low Strings. Okay, so here's the chord progression for this song. So essentially it is a B flat, and then an E flat minor over B flat, and then another B flat, this time with a G sharp over B flat. So that is the intro and basically the entire verse. There is a kind of like a chorus part, which is like E flat, and then F over E flat, and then a D minor, and then a G minor, C minor, E flat over F, B flat. So the main melody that I used the flute for, again, the flute coming from the Juno 60 is that's it. So hope you like the track.